Hello and welcome back to Philly. Anthony has stepped out of the booth. I'm joined by a new member of the webcast, perhaps permanent, depending on his performance. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's going on, everyone? Walker here with Carbon Paintball. Stoked.
How's your weekend going over there in Carbon Land?
It's good. It's good. The trade show is awesome, honestly. It's not raining like it was yesterday, so there's definitely a lot more people here today, which is great.
Yesterday was biblical.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good games going on right now. I'm walking around after I played the morning set. So.
Oh, you played the morning set. Who'd you play with?
I am with Ology.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I was out here. Yep.
I casted your games. I don't remember where you stand. Where are you guys standing looking for tomorrow?
We are 3-1.
Oh, so you're in good shape.
Lost the blast camp, but looking to.
There's no shame in that.
Yeah, no. We'll feel good about it.
Yeah, well done. All right. Hey, so I've already prepped him on the basics. He knows what's at stake here. He knows that he should let me win if he ever wants to be on the webcast again. All right, so we got Greenville GROWL up versus New Jersey JESTERS.
Both really good teams.
Yeah, JESTERS straight in the snake. Actually, GROWL is straight in the snake too. They're both going to the S2s. By the way, we're just going to use generic bunker names, right? Because every team has all their fancy call-outs, and the audience will be utterly confused.
GROWL right now looking at the 50 snake. He's going to hopefully get a 2-pack here if they don't even know he's here.
Yeah, JESTERS get ready to launch. He's considering it.
Now they know he's there. Yep.
So I see one body walking off on the home side.
Looks like the JESTERS still 5 up.
Yep, JESTERS 5 and 4, and there's a minor.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. JESTERS up 5 on 3 now.
All right, JESTERS running down the field here.
Oh,
Nobody's shooting at him.
What a mess.
Oh, but he doesn't.
Is he alive?
He's still alive.
The refs are going to have a say about that.
He didn't even know. He was just kind of standing there on the other side of the field, too. Is that on the bingo board?
I know. I've never seen that. I could not conceptualize leaping on top of the bunker. That is an unexpected one, folks.
Looks like they still got one body, maybe.
Yeah.
Over there, alive.
I don't know. I've lost track. That was such a mess.
Yeah, I think the JESTERS got one. Just there we go.
All right. There's a towel.
We got a couple walking off. Here we go.
What a mess. There's your entertainment value, folks.
It certainly is. Never a dull moment on the semi-pro field, though.
That was great. So I'm going to have an opposite reaction. That is, if you watch the D5 teams, that stuff's wacky, man. They're not following the script. I think you see even more craziness if you watch the lower you go into the divisions.
That's very true.
Yeah, and I say that as a low-ranked player. we don't know what we're doing out there.
Just having some fun. Yeah, that's what it's about.
Yeah, coaching? What's coaching? I don't know. All right, so we got Padres versus Carolina Crisis coming onto the field. The refs are doing a little bit of maintenance, getting the bunkers inflated. Let's see how we doing. Padres looks like they're 2-1 coming into this match, and Carolina Crisis 0-3. So maybe this is a learning time.
But the Padres want this one, right?
I would say so.
Yeah,
2-1. If they can take this, they should be safe going into the playoffs.
Yeah, they're playing really well. I was watching their games earlier. They got the talent here.
Yep. I do not know where they're out of.
What was that?
I don't know where Padres are out of. I don't have any.
Oh, they're out of Battle Creek.
Oh, Battle Creek, Michigan?
No.
Oh, sorry. That's where all the cereal's made.
No, no, that's their home field.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, this is a home event for them.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, interesting run to the snake. That's the first time I've seen that.
Straight up the gut. And then
and take a dog leg. And that's interesting. So what that does is it minimizes his time running through that lane, right? Yeah. So the Padres are going to put a lane right on the outside of that insert bunker. And what he did by running straight and then taking a hard left turn is just minimize the time going through that lane.
Yeah, it looks like it's 5-on-5 here, too. But honestly, the Padres, maybe they bounced a couple of these Crisis guys or something, but they're up the gut guy.
Yep.
Got checked twice.
The wind is really picking up, too.
This Crisis guy here at the 50 Snakes just kind of hanging out.
Chilling.
He's not really sure. No one's giving him any comms yet.
So I got to say, I almost endorse that because today we've watched a lot of teams get up into the snake, look real strong, and then just get sloppy and die.
Yeah.
So I can kind of advocate for a little bit of passivity.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of discipline, that's for sure. Now it's like
getting ready to launch. Here comes the Padre player. Oof.
Couple to the noggin.
Yeah, he gives a nod. It's a respectful nod. He has no problem with that, but yeah, definitely hurt.
Both teams back in the snake.
Yeah. So that's what we've seen the best teams do out here today is that they just keep filling bodies in the snake. Doesn't matter how many you lose, you just find another body and shove it into the snake.
Yep.
All right, they're mirrored up in the S2. Both are looking crossfield, seeing if they can pick up an easy kill.
Looks like the Dorito side's pretty static right now.
Oh, Carolina Crisis player saw that. Ooh, that's got to hurt. I mean, literally, I think he just took a barrel into the chest.
Yeah. That's what happens with that big bunker, those big bumpers there.
Yeah.
Kind of come around, there's just a wall.
So the Padre player caught a glimpse of the Crisis player jumping over there to the brick, and he just launched. Oof.
Crisis is down 3 players now, so I think it's a 3-on-2 in favor of the Padres.
Yeah, Padres have that can. Snake side can.
Crisis guy in the back center's got some gun issues.
Oh, is it a gun down?
I think it's the loader. But he's...
No. Tell me it's gun down.
Oh, he's swabbing.
Yeah, he's squeeging. Maybe it's just some broken paint. Man, I need gun down. Gun down is the win. Gun down is the win for me on this bingo.
Oh, man, I have it, but that doesn't do anything for me.
I am, well, you need to trip and fall.
Can't find the buzzer. That's, all right. That's on my bingo card here, folks. Let's see if I can make it happen.
If you don't know it by now, we barely pay attention to the game. Just enough to win at bingo.
Crisis guy in the can gets...
Walks off.
Yeah.
Padre player looks like he's shooting at maybe that Dorito corner.
I think that's everyone.
Yeah. There you go. Padre should be able to walk it in.
Good first point there.
Yep. So 2 games, 2 real interesting close-up gunfights over here in the Snake side. Well, we've seen a lot of close-up gunfights, but those were a little bit on the extreme side.
Yeah, the Padres, Battle Creek, that's what I was just saying, New Jersey paintball field.
Yeah.
And they're also sponsored by Carbon, Powerhouse, Gen X Global, and then Fight, and they wear weapons jerseys.
Yeah, all those sponsors. Any of those good sponsors? How would you feel about that?
I mean, actually, a bunch of those companies are really good, but there's definitely one that sticks out, you know what I mean?
Which one would that be? Maybe
CRBN.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them.
Let's drop the vowels, you know?
Were vowels expensive? Is that why you guys did that?
It was, yeah. That's definitely what happened. I was just like, man, we cannot afford to buy another vowel.
Oh, our graphic design department should turn the screws on us here.
2 seconds.
All right, so we got New Jersey Jesters and Greenville GROWL taking the field again. Jesters up by 1, 13, almost 14 minutes on the clock. So it's like the game has barely
3
begun.
seconds.
It's kind of crazy. Greenville GROWL is a brand new team, but the Jesters, they've been playing for
A long time.
25 years plus, probably.
Yeah, that Jester
Great
name.
organization, yeah. Got the calls on.
Yep. Jesters making a little bit of a circuitous run into the Snake. Refs
Say
calling
he's
him
good.
clean. Yep. It's going to go right up to that S2.
They pull it short over here for Greenville.
Don't love that.
Yeah, they might pay for it, but they are up in that big bumper on that Dorito side, the first bumper.
5. Well, as soon as I was about to say 5 alive, one of the GROWL players drops, takes a walk from the can. They fill in the can.
Looks like that's Wilkes.
By the way, that is always dangerous when you see a teammate die out of the bunker and you go, hey, I should probably take that bunker.
Yep.
It's
as long as you know the situation, and maybe it's not a bad idea, but
yeah, it's questionable.
yeah.
All right, Jester players starting to wrap the outside of the Snake. Just taking a look at that God bunker, that insert.
Yep. He's got a clear shot to him here. Jester's kind of starting to move up the field in the middle.
So, you know what? If I'm that Jester player and I have that little of a vision on him, I think that also means he doesn't have great vision on you.
Yeah.
Maybe you can make that move up.
Oh, but they do miss the Greenville player on the inside. But he's got a buddy next to him here. Hopefully they can put something together. But he doesn't know that he went to the Snake.
So today, as a trend, I've been seeing teams put players into the Snake and say, I don't care whether that brick is hot or not. Just put your gun on it as if it is. Oh, man. 2 players walk off right at the same time for GROWL. That just pretty much opens up the Snake side.
I'm not wrong. Something's got to be going down on the D side.
GROWL is dropping.
This happen too.
Yeah, GROWL dropped back to that Dorito. They drop back to the Dorito tower and the Dorito.
Ooh, right off the top of the head.
Yeah,
Jester. Snake player.
Full Jester player. What would you call that hair color on the Jester player?
Cyan?
Cyan? Wow, fancy. Yeah, that was too aggressive.
Yeah, it was a little bit aggressive there, but he did get a kill during that situation, but hopefully his homies can kind of pick this up. He's still got 2. Oh, all right.
Looks like towel out.
Foul.
All right. Number 72 is the last guy in for GROWL.
So GROWL drops to 0-2 on this match. We got Carolina Crisis and Padres coming back out to the field. Padres up by 1. 12 minutes on the clock. That's a ton of time. We had a moment about an hour ago where all the clouds got real dark, and I thought we were going right back into yesterday.
Why, God?
Well, yeah, what have we done? Yesterday was kind of amazing because we're in the middle of a lightning storm. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but we're on top of a hill here.
Yeah.
Out in the open, surrounded by metal poles. Seemed like a really bad situation.
You haven't been in this long enough. That's just super normal, right?
Yeah, I suppose that's true.
I was like, yeah, we should take shelter under our 20 by 30 tent.
Yeah, our pop-up tent?
Yeah.
That will protect us from everything.
Game on.
All right, Padres in the snake off the break.
Right into the snake.
Right in the snake, too.
Counter move by Carolina Crisis, doing the same thing, except they're going to the outside route.
All right.
Frankly, he could wrap and crawl right into that brick if he wanted to.
Yep.
Although
Nobody wide on the Padres right now.
Carolina Crisis does drop a player.
That's exactly what he does.
See? I know what I'm doing out
You know
here.
what you're doing, yeah.
I can't do it, but those that
Padres
can't
make a big push on the Dorito side. We got a D2 and a D3 now, I believe.
Yep. So we got the Carolina Crisis player up at the 50. He's just wrapped around. He's on his stomach, wrapped around the brick, and he's looking right down the middle, right down the gut of that snake. What he's hoping to do is catch the Padre player trying to make a bump over.
Yep. And the Padre player is all crossed up. He thinks he's at that little cake right now, a little wedge, but he's on the inside, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But if he just kind of hangs out and tells his buddies what's going on, they need one more guy in the snake, I think.
Ooh, Padre player's getting ready to look around the corner. That could be his death.
What's going on?
Oh, that is his death.
All right.
Good move. That's another thing we're seeing today that I didn't see yesterday. Players doing that, just getting into the snake and then posting their gun.
Little traps, yeah.
Right down the gut, looking for the transitions.
Now this Crisis player here in the 50 snake, he's just going to keep shooting at that can and then hopefully shoot at that home bunker. He's getting checked right now.
Getting a lot of attention.
That's not looking good.
I just saw yellow laundry go into the air on the Dorito side for Crisis, so they're going to lose a couple bodies over there. I'm seeing at least 3 bodies walking off at the same time for Crisis, and one
Padres player, yeah. Well, the Padres are coming down that D side right now, and I don't think anyone sees them doing that.
Yeah. Well, there's nobody left over there. I think that flag took care of any resistance down there. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, our Crisis snake player shooting backwards.
Yeah, he's about to get shot in the pack. Oh, he's still clean right now.
Still alive.
Home
No,
player.
he's not going to. Yeah,
there we go.
You can't run down the outside of that.
A little bit of miscommunication there on the Padres, but they definitely put it together.
Yep.
Still had 3 bodies alive there. The Crisis camp changed a little bit because, from what I understand, the Greenville GROWL guys, they got about half the old Crisis.
Oh, really?
Semi-pro, yep. But they're sponsored by Dye, Adidas, Monarch, and HPS. Mostly Dye, though. They're head to toe. Looking like a good team.
Second, I can speak for New England. Up until a few years ago, Dye really didn't have a great presence up in New England. It just seemed like the teams had mostly switched to Planet Eclipse just because of the locale. But Dye DSR came out, and players started giving it a try, and we're really impressed with the DSR and the M3. Yeah. So Dye's clawed back some of the marketplace up there.
Definitely. I was shooting a DSR for a while with the IM kit. Great gun. Yep, shot great.
I am a gun tech for AG Paintball, so I see the ugly side of all this too. So I know which guns are good and which are not. Dyes are working pretty well.
All right, GROWL right now just shot one guy off the break for
Jesters.
Oh, Jesters, yep.
Jesters drop off. GROWL looks like they still got 5 alive. They're not in the snake, but neither team is in the snake right now. As I say that, their snake corner goes in, makes the bump, and their God bunker. So they go from nothing to doubled up.
Yeah, the Dorito guys are just shooting heads up right now, and that's fine, but they got to win that side because snake side, they're about to lose on there.
Yeah. Ref goes in and makes the check on the snake, calls him clean, backs out. So GROWL is doubled up in the snake.
There's a whole bunch of shooting going on here on this 50 snake, but nobody really talking from what I can hear, but it is pretty windy.
So also you should know these headphones cut off a lot of the outside world.
Okay.
So there'll be times that they'll be communicating and you and I will not be able to hear it. But so I like what that other GROWL player did. I thought he was a little bit not ineffective at the S2 of his own. And so he went ahead and moved up to the S2 of Jesters.
He's going to shoot that inset Dorito for sure. They're just checking him like crazy, but
clean.
They got a guy at that 50 center right now.
I like that move. So the Jesters move from that Dorito, I believe the Dorito Tower, up into the Dorito 2. Which sounds like a weird thing to do when you're losing, but, you know, it gets you into a safer bunker if you have to go upfield. So I thought that was a good move. As I say that, he dies.
Yeah. It was a good move. He was alive there.
Yeah, great commentary, Matt.
Yeah.
Well done.
GROWL going to lose one player in the snake. That is Wilkes.
You got insert and home left for the Jesters. I think that might be it.
Oh, and the Jesters looks like he might have tipped one.
I take it back. Insert and home. Okay, now you just have the...
just the home in the corner, looks like.
Yeah.
GROWL's going to put it together. Oh, but maybe he gets clipped. Oh,
wow.
50 snake gets shot. That's not a great situation right now.
They also have a player coming off the back row, so I'm just seeing the insert bunker.
Yeah, we're kind of looking around
Pop
here.
the GROWL. I'm not sure what else is out there.
Might be a 2-on-1.
Can we just Apple AirTag all these players and put it on some kind of map? Wouldn't they make our lives a lot easier?
It's a top-down GPS.
Yeah. We have the technology. Shouldn't even cost that much. All right, it might be a one-on-one here.
It might be.
Both players are trying to find the other one. The GROWL player makes a drop back to home. Now he's swinging out Dorito side.
That's what it's looking like.
Yeah, they found each other. So GROWL player looks like he's probably back in that Dorito tower. Jester player working that wedge.
Yep. Working this wedge, and if I was him, I'd probably try to get into a Dorito.
Yeah.
But
just move. Whatever you do, shoot and move. Shoot and move, shoot and move until the other guy has lost track of you, and then you get a surprise shot on him. You can come to the Matt Falby Clinic of Paintball for $19.95. Not going to really get a lot out of it. Maybe a juice box and a Lunchable and a few poorly advised tips.
The GROWL player, pretty bummed there.
Yeah, takes a drop. Jester player, on the other hand, is a little bit excited.
Yeah, he's excited.
Yeah, good for him. All right, so Jesters are going to go up 3-0 on that one.
Man, GROWL doesn't look like... I mean, they're doing really well. They got the plays going. They're in the snake.
Yeah.
Just not really putting it together.
So two observations that we've had out here. Very, very, and I mean very often on this field, we watch teams in a dominant position on this field. You know, they're up bodies, they got the snake 50s, and it falls apart. And I don't mean 1 in 20 times. I mean like 1 in 3 games. We as the commentators sit here and go, well, this game's pretty much over, and then it all falls apart and it flips. It's something about this field. I don't know what's going on, but it just keeps flipping.
It's pretty dynamic.
Yeah.
And these players, I mean, at this level, too, they make a lot of stuff happen. That's for sure.
The other observation is not really an observation, just a comment. The score isn't reflective of how tight games are, right? So you see something that's 3-0 or 2-0 and you think it's a domination, but it doesn't mean it is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Padres with a spread across the back line.
Crisis going to round the snake corner.
Padres lose their backline Dorito player. No movement into the snake yet, although they do bump out from the home to, I believe, the Dorito side tower.
Crisis player just kind of inching up right here in his snake wing, if you will. Just rolling his gun.
Crisis has a 5-on-4 advantage right now. Uh-oh. Well, Padres snake corner tries to get into that God bunker, and he pays for it. Padres religious? Is that what they're called? Padres? I don't know. Just curious.
I'm not sure about that.
That gives them some kind of divine advantage.
This is a bunch of badasses, if anything. That's what I do know about them. Yeah.
Do they have father issues, maybe? Is that what they're called?
Have you heard their chant?
No, I have not.
Oh, man.
Is it safe to say on air?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I'm not good at it. I've heard it quite a few times, but they got a pretty standout chant. Yeah. Crisis right now definitely dominating the snake, but they're just taking their time.
Padres have no opposition to them in the snake. I'd say this Crisis player could wrap around the outside and bump up to that snake 50. There's really nothing opposing them.
Yeah, it looks like Crisis on the Dorito side too. They're kind of
they cross the 50.
Yeah.
Crisis onto the other side's team over in the Doritos. That said, Padres are doing a good job holding it down, and I'm not seeing Padres walk off.
Now the Padres are going to communicate. They got a 50 snake threat, and
oh,
yes.
there we go. Wow,
there you go. That was a great communication because then the home bunker just went ahead and shot that shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, the home bunker walks out for Padres. So Padre snake side can holding it down.
I'm trying to find the other crisis player. I believe
Another Padre walking off from the Dorito side though.
Could be. He's in a one-on-one at this time?
I don't know. I have lost track of the bodies on the Padres side.
I really think that it is, but I'm not sure what they got going.
Oh, I see movement on the Dorito side. I don't know if it was a body. I don't know if it was a ref or a player.
Oh, yep. Yeah, there's a Dorito player over there. I'm going to go to him
for
right
Padres
now.
or
for Crisis.
For Crisis, okay.
Yep. So it's just one Padre in the back can there.
2-on-1.
Yep. And they shoot him.
Yeah, 2-on-none. There you go. Crisis is with us. Crisis is on the board, folks.
On the board. There you go.
As long as it's a clean hang, of course.
Yeah. There it is. Looks good, though. Okay.
Yeah. Jersey Jesters have a little bit more of a lead over there. There's a lot of time left on the game. So let's bring up some statistics. Let's get all smart on this stuff.
Oh,
so
sweet.
Greenville GROWL has about a 53% win rate on points, which means they have the advantage. Padres have almost double the win rate per point over Crisis. Now, as I mentioned before, this doesn't reflect the winning the matches. This is just winning points. Right?
Okay.
And it's been collected from 2 events and run through our supercomputer back there behind that tent, which is probably a wrist calculator. So only 2 events is not, statistical certainty.
That's this year, though. That's cool, though, right?
Yeah. All right, Jesters versus Greenville GROWL. GROWL makes a run to the snake. He's a little bit slow through that
snake, but GROWL makes it alive.
Yeah, Jesters lose one of their players.
Oh, Jesters going to lose
2 of their players
on the snake side.
Greenville GROWL is in this now.
GROWL. They can put it together. Oh, they just let a free fill out. It's not going to help.
I didn't see any GROWL players walking off, so I think they're still 5 alive.
Looks like it. GROWL's got 2 all the way up in the 50 snake, and they're just going to keep going.
Yep.
On their side here.
So we do have the snake side can. That's about the best thing to try to hold this snake in check. However, and you probably know this, you can drop low and wrap on the outside of that snake, and that can can't see you.
Yeah.
So get your gun low, wrap. You can shoot across field. And that's what he's doing. Well, he's getting low and he's crawling. Snake side can is gone.
Just got that Dorito tower.
Another Jester walking off, so there's not much left over there.
They're going to finish him off.
Although, that Dorito tower does take a body with him.
It does. It looked like the ref was reaching almost there.
I am not a huge fan of that Dorito tower. I don't think it has a lot. During mid-game and early game, I don't think it has a lot to shoot at.
Sure.
So. All right, well, Greenville GROWL is on the board. 1-3. Got 7 minutes left on the clock.
All right, I like it. Looks like a full HK Army team there as well.
What if we had a tight game? Like a tight game, really exciting, top. What if we cut the feed and put up a paywall? Think we could monetize this? I mean, we have to put them in a state of suspense, the viewers at home, and yeah, we got to monetize this.
Hopefully in the future, right?
I'm told it should be $5 a month by our producing staff. They are aiming low. I think that's a reflection upon us.
I'm in. That's all I'm saying.
We accept cash, credit, bitcoins, and even recycled bottles for the deposits. All right. Close game. Crisis. Padres. 7 minutes on the clock. Padres with a conservative breakout.
Crisis was aggressive.
Yeah, right into the snake, right up into that outside snake, all the way to the snake brick.
If he capitalizes here,
Padre
make
walking
the Padres
off.
pay for it again.
And we are in the splash zone, everybody. Anybody who had webcasters get covered in paint on your bingo card, go ahead and cross that off.
This Padres player that's in the snake one doesn't know that they got a 50 snake.
Yeah, he
just got a minor on that side.
Minor on the Padres, so they're going to drop 2 bodies. The ref had to run cross field to pull the snake side can. That probably means this Padre in the snake is alone. I think he's the last one left. He's about to go trade his body.
He's going to take another.
Yeah. He didn't know the rest of his team had melted.
Yeah.
That's the wrong time to go ahead and trade your body away. Oh, I see a squeegee going in a gun. Is that on our bingo board? I think that might have been on a previous board.
That was definitely a crash into a bunker for me.
Did you
earlier,
see it?
But
No, if you saw
I mean,
it.
I think it might have been a game
Yeah.
ago, though.
On
It's probably got to be real time.
while you were webcasting, did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it's legit.
I mean, they
You have
almost.
a trusting face. I believe you.
Do I mark it down?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
If this was Anthony, I wouldn't believe you.
It was kind of like right when they crashed into each other, they stabbed each other.
Yeah.
All bonked right in that.
In that
50
exchange.
bunker. But that really doesn't help me. I mean, if we're actually playing, we're not doing blackout here. We're just playing 4 across bingo, I'm assuming. So
Four across any directions, all you need. You're a can't find the buzzer away from winning this thing.
or a trip and fall.
Are you a trip and fall?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you're right. On the diagonal. So this is a time to plead with you. I am now 0-2 on the weekend for a game I invented. I really need some pity here. So
no, that's not. I'm going in. I only win.
Ruthless.
10 seconds.
All right. Looks like I got gestures on the screen right now.
So Greenville GROWL against Jesters. Jesters looking to put this away. Perhaps they can pull it off and somebody can put this game in the bag, as Infamous likes to say.
It's like a 5 alive.
5 alive, both sides.
Yep. Pretty traditional, excuse me, breakout. Nothing really going on crazy right now. Everyone rolling their guns.
A little bit moving out to the Dorito side from the Jesters.
It looks like one gesture down here. I think he was on the Dorito side.
Yeah. So GROWL moving out to the snake. GROWL going ahead and moving up the snake into the snake mini brick. First of either team to have any have their toe in the snake. Jesters need to put this away. 6 minutes on the clock. I like that. Jesters up into the snake 1. GROWL up into the snake 1 and 2. Now the snake 2. Jesters make their bump out to that snake corner.
Oh, yeah. Right. Splash zone. You're right. Yeah.
Welcome to the splash zone.
Yeah. That center 50 right now is just shooting directly at us. Just pretty lit, honestly.
Did they hear something we said? Is this retribution?
But there in the 50, now he kind of knows what's going on. But they got 2 in the snake here for both teams.
Yep.
And there's a 50, center 50 for GROWL. So someone's going to put this together. But, he took one with him across the field on the Dorito side. But
GROWL is seizing control of this one.
Here, yeah. They're calling.
I think they're pulling out that snake brick.
Yeah.
Get on the pack.
Man, there's just so much chaos going on right now.
Hey, refs, can you move in front of this line of fire for us?
I think that player from the center 50 just moved all the way over to like the snake 2 wing. I thought he was hit, but he actually ran over there for Greenville GROWL.
Jumped over, dived in.
So still 2 in the snake here.
Was that a good tactical move?
I mean,
would you rather have that brick?
Work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just pulling it out of the fire here. Who is this guy? Wilkes.
Well, they need this game.
I've said his name a few times. Yeah.
They're down 1-3, but it looks like Greenville's probably going to win this game. Oh. Takes an ill-advised step out of his bunker. Greenville GROWL player dies. We might be back to a one-on-one.
There's Freeze that got shot. Wilkes is still in. I can't see what this gesture player, what his number is.
Oh, he takes, GROWL player takes the walk.
Yep.
Uh-oh, wait. Gesture player, is he talking trash or is he banging the refs?
I think he's talking trash.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah. He's just kind of kicking it right now. I understand. 4 minutes on the clock. They're up. He's just going to take a little break because he was tired.
You're not entertained.
There you go.
Well, okay, let's be honest.
Let's see. I can't see his damn number.
You know what? He just put that game in the bag, right? He just took them up 4-1 when GROWL was on the doorstep of winning this one. Can we catch the name of that? I'm going to let you hold down the booth for 1 second.
Yeah. All I can see, I can't see his number on his back, but it just says NJ, New Jersey here, but on his shoulder. But we're in the pit trying to figure it out who that was. But one actually pretty cool fun fact, about the Gestures. There's one guy on the team over there, Mario. He is 1 year cancer-free now, thanks to everyone's help with his GoFundMe. So shout out to him, man. Thanks for making the trip here, even though this is your home event.
All right, our crack research compartment, consisting of me running over to the pits, just found out that was Jake Snyder. Jake Snyder for the Gestures. Number 33. Oh, that was an ugly drop.
Is there a roll on my card? Okay, they are going to call him out. But
yeah, I don't know what that was, but that was an ugly dive into the snake.
Padres make it into the 50 snake alive, and he's looking to do some work here. Just gave Crisis 2 points, I believe.
Padres up at the snake brick, looking to wrap. Really, it's the home, I think, might be the best thing preventing him from wrapping.
The home's playing real tight right now. He's got his gun right up in the air. He's getting pinched.
There you go. Gets his gun back on that brick. Padre player wisely switches to the other side, although he runs into a wall of paint on that side.
He's got to be careful. There's definitely some bounce shots.
Yesterday we saw a lot of teams trying to bounce shot that S2 into the back of the brick player, but today we haven't seen much of it. Padres just walking up the field.
There we go.
Just the home player gone. Yeah.
2 Crisis players.
Padres made that look easy.
Wow,
they have a fan section. Or maybe that's the pro field cheering for something else unrelated.
Oh, it's got to be the Padres. Yeah. It's definitely the Padres.
Yeah.
There's people over there drinking, and if I know them, they're here for the Padres.
The drunk tank that is the sidelines over here. Strong presence for the Padres.
2 seconds.
All right. Well, Padres go up 3-2 if I'm not mistaken. We've lost our graphic. You checking the bingo?
Yeah, I'm just checking real quick.
We're on a time. Like I said, we're on a timeout, so we have a minute to argue about this. There was a possible sighting of a gun down earlier, which would have won me the game, but you backed off that real quick once you realized the bingo situation.
I did not.
Yeah,
that's not even true.
You're like, oh my God, it's a gun down.
I think it's a loader.
Yeah. And then one glance at the bingo board, and you're like, nah, he's probably fine.
It's a squeegee situation. Yeah. It's not a gun.
At best.
Yeah. But yeah, the trip and fall, I mean, he didn't trip. That was just an aggressive slide.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you mean that drop into the snake?
Yeah.
Yeah. If his intent was not to drop there, then that would have been a trip and fall.
I think the trip and fall could be like off the start gate. Otherwise, if they hit a bungee, that's what I'm looking for right now.
Okay. You want me to date myself, which you probably don't need to. You know I'm old. But I played in the era when we had the connecting tubes between the bunkers.
Oh, yeah.
Between the airball bunkers.
Yep.
Which was just a minefield of tripwires waiting to drop you as you run upfield.
In theory, it's so cool, though. I mean, you just turn one blower on each corner. Poof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
you
really
don't have
slick.
to work.
Yeah.
And then we went to those little fan units that were in each individual bunker. But if a battery died in the middle of the game, or more often, if you slammed into them hard, the fan unit would pop out. And suddenly you were just screwed. All right, so we got Gesters versus GROWL. Gesters with a big lead here.
Up 3. Only 4 minutes on the clock, so they got to make something happen here.
Good move by the Gesters. Gesture slides in the S2, gets his gun up, looking down the middle of that gut of the snake, and immediately peels off one of the GROWL players.
He's just shooting like crazy on the inside right now.
Looks like the game is 4-4 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
This GROWL player just made the move. It's clipped.
Yep. GROWL player's dropping.
Looks like that was freeze. It's going to take the walk.
3.5 minutes on the clock. I mean, if GROWL wants any chance of bailing us out, they need to be aggressive here. Even dumb aggressive. Trying to pull back 3 points in 3 minutes. Fortunately, it looks like the Jester player's up into their snake, too. He's looking cross. Trying to see if he can pick up an easy kill. Got a move here coming up the sidelines by GROWL.
Watching him.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Was that a one ball?
Yeah.
Man.
I believe it's by the Jester player that's kneeling down, who's having a very good game. Yeah.
Yep. They're gonna have to do
GROWL
that.
towels out of that, but I got to say that's a desperate situation now.
Yeah.
So they're going to drop down to 5-1 with only about 3 minutes on the clock. Let's see, how is GROWL doing?
That's what I was just going to ask you.
All right. We're thinking alike now. It's like we finish each other's
sense.
Oh, look at that, man. You're so on the same page. Greenville GROWL is 0-2 coming into the game. Jesters are 1-2 coming into this match. So they need this win and probably a little bit of help to get in.
Yeah. You seen that with that Tom Cruise and Ben Stiller? And it's like we finish each other's sentences and they both start laughing. That's how I felt. It felt really good, yeah.
We gotta set each other up, man. Webcasting is about fooling the audience into thinking that we're professional at this. All right, Carolina Crisis versus Padres. Crisis still definitely within striking reach, right? We got 4.5 minutes down by 1.
Crisis makes it to the snake. He's alive.
Padres a little bit more conservative breakout. Their lead is not big enough for a conservative game plan, but there you go.
4 minutes on the clock, too. I mean, plenty of time for something to happen here. 3-2 game in favor of the Padres.
Crisis is doing the point the gun up the gut of the snake and wait for the other team to make a mistake and run into your gun thing, which is a good move.
Yeah, pretty fair. Fair play. He's going to get to the 50 snake here.
Bounce
the Dorito sides are just shooting straight up at each other. It looks like maybe D2 to D2.
Wouldn't mind. No, don't stand high. Drop low, wrap, shoot the home.
Padres on your screen right now.
Crisis.
2 people just shooting right at that Crisis player. Yep, Crisis. Take him out.
Crisis player unfortunately just made me look smart. I told him not to stand up, stay low. He plays high, takes the walk. I do feel sorry for him, but I do appreciate him making me look good.
I don't think we got anyone in the snake now, right, for Crisis?
Nope.
So Padres are going to fill snake 1.
Yep, Crisis is under the impression that oh man, splash zone again. Crisis is under the impression that the snake brick is hot. They're dumping a lot of paint at it. So we got 3 minutes on the clock.
Padres are kind of just sitting here communicating in the back, looking for something to shoot at, but they do have a player up in that snake 2.
Yeah, Kutzler up in snake 2. He's gonna look down the middle, see if.
Remember when
no. Okay, so the home for Christ just putting a stream in between that brick and that S2, and good for them because the Kutzler was thinking about moving and he decided otherwise.
Remember when I was talking to you about like just some guys are just like real mean dudes? Mm-hmm. That's one of them.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Now, what do you mean by mean?
Oh, he's just a mean guy.
Really?
He's just a badass.
Does he kick dogs? Is that
no,
what I mean?
No,
okay.
Badder than that.
Wow,
you know what I'm saying?
Worse than that.
Yeah.
He straight up pulls the tags off pillows and say you're not allowed to do that.
He shot one player up the gut for Crisis.
Multiple Crisis players walking off now.
He's got a buddy that's coming up the snake side here with him now. Gonna fill right next to him.
Run.
Oh, but he does not see that.
Crisis trying the big move. No, doesn't quite make it. I think he shot his gun too early. So the Crisis player came from that snake can, tried to wrap around the outside and run right up the tape line to bunker out the Padre. But he started shooting his gun about 20 steps too early.
Yep.
And that gave away the move.
He did not take the body with him.
All right.
That was a good point, though.
Yeah, really interesting point. Good work by the Padres. Although now I'm looking at it, I don't think Padres lost much in terms of bodies. Would they have maybe one walk-off?
1, 2, 3, 4 that were still alive at least.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right, Jesters versus Greenville GROWL. Greenville GROWL is an A deep hole.
Definitely looking at a tank cover lost here or a trip and fall.
Oh, that's what you need.
That's what I need, yep.
Yeah.
Just so close you out here.
The best chance for tank cover loss was yesterday during the rain.
Okay.
You know the rubberized slip-on butt cut? Oh, yeah.
That's a hard one to catch on the webcast, too.
Yeah. Well, it's usually on a snake dive. Jesters do not. Well, Jesters lose a body. They did not conservatively break out. They went ahead and took the snake. Looks like one body walked off for both. Actually, I'm sorry.
2 bodies walking off.
2 Jesters taking the walk.
One out of the home. One that was running out wide on the snake side.
Greenville GROWL needs to win each point in 30 seconds or less.
Just quick math, man. Quick math.
GROWL player on the outside of that brick. I don't think the Jesters know about it. Well,
now he does.
Now he does, or he's assuming.
Now we got a little battle about to happen here. Oh, bad. Wow.
Oh, that's
okay. I was going to say, bad move, but yeah, he did get shot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't hate that move, dropping back. I think he was trying to sucker the GROWL player into bunkering an empty bunker, but
Right.
yeah, maybe ill-advised is a good word.
This GROWL player's got to have pretend he's got a bomb in his chest. I mean, he's got to go.
Are you advocating terrorism?
No. We're playing a game here,
If
guys.
you are watching this webcast, Carbon just advocated terrorism.
I've been playing a lot of paintball. I've played a lot of paintball, and, you know, he's got a minute and a half here, and so one of his homies or him, someone's got to break this cross that they got going. They got 2 guys. I think there's 4 GROWL guys. One guy's still in the back corner.
Well, they're going to win this, but at the cost of about a minute and a half, 2 minutes of time off the clock, and
Nobody's running it in right now either.
Oh yeah, you're right. They're not running it in. Now we're going to slip under the minute mark.
60 seconds.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Hey.
Oh, that's right. There's not a lot of time left. Crap. We should hit the buzzer. Yeah. I mean, I'm not giving too hard a time. Let's be honest.
No.
The difference
That was a good point. They just needed that play
extremely fast.
Well, yeah, but they needed that same play 3 minutes ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of the different points that they were playing.
All right, we want to recognize that Padres and Crisis coming up. Also, Southland Trucking, thank you for your support of this webcast. If you need to transport anything, legal or illegal, I mean, we're not asking questions. Just give Southland Trucking a call. They'll get you there.
Shout out Tom, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you to Southland Trucking. Thank you for helping support this webcast. Someone believes in us. That someone is Southland. All right, Crisis versus Padres. Crisis still within striking distance. They need 2 points.
All right.
Wow.
Crisis. Snake wedge.
Take one to the arm. I think he took one to the arm. I think he just put his tank over it. Yeah, ref caught it.
Good eyes.
Merciful ref did not throw a flag on that one. But I would say the tank definitely accidentally landed on top of that hit. All right, Crisis up into the S1. Padres up into the S2. I think that's the only kill we've seen so far, so it might be 5-on-4 for the Padres.
I believe so. Crisis is going to put some pressure on here, but he does make it alive out to the snake corner. So the Crisis player has some backup here in the snake.
Squeegeeing his gun. I wish his gun was down. I'm going to keep an eye on that player.
Oh, man.
There we go. So I mentioned this earlier. Stop just yelling, "I shot a guy" to the refs. Be very specific where you shot him. Say the part of his body or his gun that you shot him in. Okay, Carolina Crisis player.
Do each other dirty. There we go.
There is a Carolina Crisis player playing with a hit right now on the backside of his left thigh. He made a move over to the insert right when all this action was going on over at the Snake 50. And as a good webcaster, I wasn't paying any attention to that.
It looks like it from over here, though. You could be correct, but...
Well, if he hangs it, we're going to find out.
Something else is going on over on this Dorito side.
He goes down the Dorito side, wraps. Might have gotten a kill or just clearing it out. So this might
25 seconds left here.
Might be a dirty hang.
That's what, the ref's about to look right. Oh, yeah, you were right. He's like, hey, what?
Look at this.
Where were all you guys?
He calls it rub. Now, okay, I like arrest, but how do you get rub on the back of your thigh in a circular formation? Yeah.
I think it was during the move, like you said, when he was kind of going across the field.
I watched it blossom.
Yeah, the Padres are pointing at him right now, like, wait, what? Man?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it blossom when he was making the move over to the insert. And now, to be fair, he didn't know. So it's not like he's trying to cheat.
Yeah.
He didn't know. That's not how the rules work. It doesn't matter whether you know. If you're playing on with a hit, it's a penalty. But he inadvertently got away with one there, in my opinion.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. All right, we are back to the Greenville GROWL New Jersey Jesters game. Jesters up 5-2. We have identified a Jesters player that probably put the game in the bag for them. His name is Jack Snyder.
For the Jesters, looks like they're a GI team sponsored by Virtue, DLX, Lux, Carbon, Empire, Sandana, Dizana. Looking like a damn NASCAR.
Look at you plugging. And you know how to plug.
Oh,
yeah. It's a little
take
too
some
aggressive.
right over the top. Yep.
Well, that's it. I like seeing GROWL at least go for it. Yep. Jester walking off.
30 seconds here. Yep. Watch a little bit more madness.
So it should be 4 and 4.
GROWL still going. Going
Why
on
not?
the D side.
Huh? You got nothing to lose.
Keep going.
Another Jester walking off. Another GROWL player walking off. Should be a 3-on-3. Now a 3-on-2.
Maybe a 2.
3-on-2 in favor of GROWL.
GROWL's going to go through and get a couple.
This is the thing I know we hate to talk about, but I think it's going to be a moral victory.
That was dirty. I liked it, though.
Yeah.
Let's see if anyone's
just
going to 2
off.
seconds.
No, can't quite get to the buzzer. And that will be it for that point, for that match.
Yep. Jester's taking that one. Pretty convincing. They played really well that match. Definitely in the snake. Making their presence known in the snake.
Yeah.
Off the break. I mean, what I'd say 90% of the time, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we got 24 seconds left. Carolina Crisis backs against the wall. Padres up by 1. Padres probably stand to benefit more from a win here. Oh, we're getting...
I thought I was getting looked at.
Were you rooting on a Padres player?
I was not doing nothing.
Oh, you were. Blatant bias. Webcasting bias.
There's no bias.
It is the ugly side of the sport. We don't talk about it, but we all know it exists.
Are they sponsored by Carbon?
Yeah.
That's the question that we got to ask everyone.
It's blatant then. Carbon has now been involved in both webcasting bias and advocating terrorism.
That's
all
not even
in one match.
I'm at a paintball event. Just having fun with my friends.
Oh, man. Hey, enjoy that FBI investigation over there, Carbon.
Yeah, right. Crisis could tie this up, though. They really could.
Yeah, they could. 24 seconds.
3 seconds.
It's going to be tough. So I talked about this earlier. When you're in this situation as a ref, you should be moving all your players over to the Padres side of the field, because it's likely Crisis that's going to be trying run-throughs and maybe even not accusing, but they could be doing the dirty run-throughs. So you want to shift your reffing resources over to the Padres side of the field.
I'm going to take a wild guess, though, that the Padres are about to go crazy, too, and they're going to do something nuts just to put the pressure on. They got to keep their foot on the gas.
Yep. No, Padres come out relatively conservative.
Oh, they got just 2 in the hole.
Yep.
But they're going to let the Crisis player get all the way in the 50 snake. That's not what you want to do.
Down to 15 seconds. Yeah, I don't think he'd win it at this point.
Oh, yep. 2, 3 bodies coming off the field. 5, 4, 3, 2. Holla.
There you go.
Oh, you can keep shooting.
Padres win it, thanks to all the Carbon equipment that they are currently sporting. That's I guess, where
you
the
heard it
conversation.
here first, folks. I did not say anything.
Oh. All right, well, that was a great match. I was enjoying watching that. So good for Padres. Padres is going to help them a lot moving on into Sunday.
Definitely.
So unfortunately, we lose the Padres as viewers for tomorrow's webcast because they're going to be busy playing. We need all the viewers we can get.
They might still have their cheer section, though, so that'll sound really good for you, though.
Yeah, that's true. The drunk tank over there that is their cheering section, they're going to start fires if Padres lose.
Man.
That's a dangerous. We need a back exit. All right. Well, hey, I want to thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Man.
I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. You did not win the bingo for Anthony, so that's important. I appreciate your failure.
I will watch the webcast, and if I do see something and I watch it back, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to get called out a lot. Well, thank you so much. We'll be back in a minute with an interview with our in-the-bag player. And here we are doing a quick in-the-bag interview with one of the Jesters player. Go ahead if you'd like to introduce yourself.
My name's Jake Snyder. Number 33. Been playing this game for a long time.
Yep. So there was a threat there. You guys had a lead, but it looked like the other team was threatening, and I think you made a great move to salvage that win. You want to tell us what you did there?
Thank you. Yeah, I ended up in two on ones that game. Mm-hmm. So my whole goal is to battle with one guy, try to even it up. So I'll take my chances in a one-on-one any day.
Disrespect for the other team. I love that.
Yeah. You got to. Paintball's 80% mental. So I'm not the kid that's fast or small anymore. So
You're my spirit animal on that front. Yeah.
Yeah. I try, and I try to keep my team hyped as well.
Yeah, no, you had a great. You were, I think you were in that back Dorito, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, the first one I ended up in the Dorito.
And they just started throwing bodies at you, and you were just like, "No, you guys are going to die." Sorry, but you're not going to live here. So we believe that you put that game in the bag. That's my segue in for an Infamous bag that Infamous was nice enough to donate, and that means you are the winner of a nice bag.
Awesome. So thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Are you guys moving on to Sunday?
We shall see. So we needed to win both today. We had a rough day yesterday, so it was going to take a lot to make us lose today.
Okay. Well, I think you played great, and your team owes you at least a beer or two tonight at the hotel.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hey, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.